Wind is blowing, they say by the weekend that it'll be snowing. I guess I'm just tired of the cold, that this life is offered, but I shouldn't complain. There's so many things that I should be thankful for. And I've been hoping, praying, thinking and saying that I wish things just would change. But I know it's me that needs to change. And life's not easy, and it will never be. And the only hope is waiting there for me, waiting there for me to set me free. God will set me free. Times get lonely, but it's times like these I need to see that there's a hand held out for me. And it's a strong hand, a hand that understands my every need, every blood drop that I bleed. And I've been hoping, praying, thinking and saying that I wish things just would change. But I know it's me that needs to change. Life's not easy, it will never be, and the only hope is waiting there for me, waiting there for me to set me free. God will set me free. Don't waste knowledge, don't waste time on the things you cannot change. But trust the good Lord, He's got a plan to turn your weakness into strength. And I've been hoping, praying, thinking and saying that I wish things just would change. But I know it's me that needs to change.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by today. As you can see, I've been trying a little bit of experiments with I did it with the goats the other day. I did it with the cows today. Just go out in the field, sit down beside them, and see what happens. See if they come up to me. We're busy in life. We're always going, always doing something different. A lot of times I'm rushed to do the feeding stuff. So I've been trying to slowly take some time, just sit down, relax, and enjoy the animals for what they are. They're beautiful animals. We spend a lot of time, a lot of resources to take care of them. So just like that, you saw me sitting by my girl right here, number 25, and her little baby calf is right here. She has a new tag in her ear, 517. But they are one of my favorite things. I'm passionate about raising animals, and so I really enjoy spending some time with them. You can see she's probably either my most gentle or my second most gentle cow. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. Yeah. How about baby? Yeah. Her baby's just about the same way. So our video today is going to be kind of two parts. First part is me, out here with the cows, but putting up one of our poles for the Okie Homesteading Expo being able to process the pigs. So we got to have a spot to do that. I'm going to put a pole up today. I'll do another one later on, but I'll try to get the first one up. Second part is going to be Cassie candling some eggs later. So you guys saw us put those eggs in the incubator. We went live, I think it was last Saturday, and I think it'll be about 5 to 7 days now. So she's going to do some candling. If there are some that aren't fertile, then she's going to take those out and replace them with some more eggs that Fancy on 14 brought over. So first things first, let's get out here and show you this hole and the poles that I got to put up. Pork chop, bacon. They're over there snoozing. And I had one or two people, maybe one person, I can't remember, say something about, please quit talking about the pigs, quit talking about processing, quit talking about this or that. This is our channel. We're a farm channel. This is what we do. And I would just challenge you to answer a question for yourself if you have a problem with what you're showing is, where does your meat come from? Do you think it just magically appears out of the clouds and somebody pulls it down and puts it in a case and sends it to you? No, this happens all the time. You just don't ever see it. So if you're uncomfortable, please don't watch. But we're not going to show anything bloody. We're not going to show anything gory. We're not going to show anything violent. All we're showing is the steps it takes to do it yourself in case other people out there want to do it. That's what the whole class is about. We're not going to be showing all the details of the class, but there are people out there that want to know how to do this kind of stuff and want to do it themselves. So to do it, we have to be able to dip a pig down in a hot barrel water. To do that, we've got these poles. They're going to go in the ground, go all the way up in the air, so we can hang it from there. We've got one hole there, one hole right here, and yeah, that's what we're going to be working with. But these poles are about 6 by 6. They're 16 foot long, and I've got an idea. Let's see if it works to get these up in the air so I can get them leveled up and put some concrete around them so they'll be ready to go. So I moved the pole over, got it ready to go in the hole, and now need to get all of the supplies. I've got some stakes that I like to use whenever we set some braces, and my boards to brace it off with, concrete, level, screws and screw gun, all right here in the gorilla cart. So that's something I didn't really want to do while kids were here because I don't want them running around. I'm going to try to get it braced up though and get it level so I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. So I'm definitely not a barn builder. I'm not a post setter. This is not a DIY, but I got it up level. It's standing still. I can put my concrete around it, and I'll have a post, straight, level, ready for a second one. Just like that. Concrete's in. We are halfway there. So I'm going to let that set up for a couple days. Then I'll get my other post in the ground, and we'll be ready to start hanging an animal off of those poles. So now let's check up with Cassie and see how she's doing with her eggs, see how many are fertile, how many aren't, and how the candle process goes.
Hey guys.
Babe,
Yes.
I think I messed it up.
All right.
It said 3:30 a.m.
I'm videoing.
Oh.
Hey guys. If one more person interrupts me, I'm just gonna give up. Welcome to the pantry. Apparently, this is not a good time to video, but I'm here to show you the moment y'all been waiting for. We are going to candle some eggs. I got two of my favorite little flashlights here. Make sure the batteries are still good. So these are my favorite flashlights for kindling, but I do have a whole lot of those Olight flashlights. I should try one of them out sometime. Alright, so we got the Hatchmate right here, and this flashlight I like for just quick candling to see what's happening, so we'll turn off the lights and we'll show you a little more. Might as well just turn this off while we got it open. So some people will say, don't open it, bad things are going to happen, but you can open it, it'll be fine. Even a chicken gets up to eat or drink every once in a while, right? So this flashlight I like to just put on here real quick. You can see the difference in eggs. Some you can see through, some you can't. Some that depends on what color they are. But it's just a quick way to candle, but it's not extremely accurate for those that are darker and you can't tell. So for that, I like this other flashlight. This is the flashlight that comes with the Hatchmate. It came with both of mine anyway, and it's just a basic little flashlight. And then this came with it, and I had no clue what it was. And when I did my first video, I just used this, and Hatchmate nicely emailed me and said, hey Cassie, that plastic piece you didn't know what it was goes on top of the flashlight for candling. So that made a lot more sense. So here's what we do. Put the egg on top right here. Whoop, it'd help if I got you in frame. So you put the egg on top of it, and that little plastic piece holds it. And so you can see over here where it's dark, that's where something is forming, and then it turns light. So something is forming in that one. When I find an egg that has some good veins, I'll show you. But looks like something is forming in that one for sure, because half is dark, half isn't. Alright, so we got a little banny egg right here. So you can see half dark, half not. We do have one forming right there, some good veins. If we can get them. You see those veins? So that, all those veins lets me know that this is fertile and a chick is forming inside. There's more veins, and when it's time for lockdown, this will be completely black, and this air pocket will be gone. So that's exciting. We got a banny egg. This was the one I was a little skeptical and worried about because it's so like football shaped. Let me look closely. I do not see any veins in this egg. So this is the egg, and when I put it in, I was a little skeptical anyway because of its shape. I'm having a real hard time focusing this camera. So I was a little skeptical because usually the ones that are this long and skinny have not turned out for me. So, but I put it in anyway. I'm going to set it over here to the side, and we'll recheck it in a second. Got another banny egg. You can see a distinct difference in it. You can see the veins and the little blood clot looking thing. So that one's good. Here's the big egg you guys noticed. It was the biggest egg out there. Someone thought it was a duck egg. You can see the difference in its color. Dark, and then it gets lighter. Something is definitely happening in that. When you're candling, you want to be super careful because I have dropped them before, and that's the worst feeling. So be really careful. Got another Banny egg here. You can see the difference. And most of you guys say you really enjoy when I've done candling before. I had never seen anything like this until I started hatching eggs, and it's super cool to see the difference in the egg and see those veins and everything. So that Banny egg's good. So that's super exciting. We got 3 eggs that look like they aren't fertile. So an egg has to be fertile in order for it to start forming something. Sometimes the rooster maybe just didn't cover that hen, or for whatever reason, every now and then you won't get fertile eggs. That's why a lot of times people who sell eggs, when you buy them, they ship you extras, just so you'll hopefully have more than you wanted. So I'm going to take these 3 out that aren't fertile. But those of you that went over and followed Fancy on 14, you saw that they came by and put a little gift or blessing on our porch, and it says, from one crazy chicken lady to another. And she brought me 5 eggs. So she wanted to bring a few more in case there were some that wasn't fertile. So we're going to put these in, and I have a plan on how to do this. Hang on just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pencil and I'm just going to write an X on these eggs that I'm just now putting in here. That way I know that they are newer, because it will take longer for these eggs to form. And what I plan on doing is just putting them all in here together in the egg turner, marking down when I put them in here, and then when it's time to put the eggs on lockdown that I'm doing right now, I will move them over to my other incubator and allow these to be turned a little longer until it's time for them to be put on lockdown. So hopefully that makes sense. But by me putting X's, I know exactly which ones will need a little longer, and then I can candle them in 5 to 7 days. So it's been almost a week. Tomorrow will be a week since I put these in the incubator. So in 5 to 7, oh, this one's got a crack in it, so I know that I don't even need to do it. Let's check the others. And it was a tiny crack, I just happened to see it. But not going to wash them. They are a little dirty because that's chickens. But we don't wash our eggs. We just put them on the counter and we leave them out. Once you wash your eggs, you have to refrigerate them. So we don't wash them. They have a protective coat. And they last a long time on the counter. If you wash them, they don't last as long in the fridge. But we don't wash them unless they're just really dirty. We put them on the counter and they're good for a while. So I got one that was cracked, and then I have the 3 that I took out of the incubator that aren't fertile. And I love to learn while I'm doing this, and I want to make sure that I was correct, so next time if I wasn't, I can fix it, I can do better. So these 3 that I don't think are fertile and nothing's forming, I'm going to take them outside or over somewhere, but I usually do it outside because then the dogs will eat them, and crack them and make sure I was right. If I crack it, it should just look like a normal egg inside if I was correct. If I was wrong, then it'll look a little different, and I will know next time that what my eye saw, and to leave them in here longer. So probably sounds bad me saying that the dogs will eat them, but I don't want to waste it and just put it in the trash, because an egg is a great protein for JoJo and Xena, so I'll give them to them. Okay, so you can see how I've put these in. I already put more water right here. On these hatchmates, when you need to put more water in, you just put it over here to the side and it goes down to the bottom where it's supposed to be. So I got the Banny eggs here. I got a new one here and some new ones here. Everything's rolling and sliding. There we go. Now everything's moving and sliding like it should. This one, we'll just do like that other one did. And as this moves, it'll move. And I'll turn it every so often since I'm out of room. And then, if one doesn't end up fertile, I got a lot of extras. So set this back on top. Go. Plug it in. And allow it to come back up to temperature. So some of y'all might be freaking out that I had it open for a while, but believe me, they are A-okay.
So those of you who think that crazy chicken ladies actually sit on the eggs themselves, I've only seen Cassie do that 1, maybe 2 times. So most of the time, the eggs stay right there in the incubator. But thank you guys so much for following along. Hopefully, fingers crossed, every one of these eggs will hatch. We hope that you have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you next time.